During the COVID-19 pandemic, many Jamaican students who were otherwise without a device to access the internet were soon granted access, mainly for online classes. While that was intended for good, a recent study found that across the world, more and more students 18 and older are becoming internet addicts, reducing their quality of education and mental wellness. We pick up the story on cyber psychology in Jamaica. Internet, a tool intended for humanity's expansion and comfort, has somehow found a way to reduce mankind's growth and well-being when used excessively or for the wrong reasons. A recent study in Jamaica found that some 40% of the population 18 or older wrestle with internet addiction, being detained for hours with their devices and its pleasures. Our most vulnerable and impressionable minds were not spared.
52% of our Jamaican students that we surveyed are internet addicted. 50% of our students. Oh yeah.
What age group did you start? What was the band?
At 18 years old. We're talking about those who are 18 years old. And these are students who are attending universities, colleges, etc. They're hooked on the internet. But those who are part-time, 63% of them are addicted to the internet. Those who are unemployed, 50% of them are hooked to the internet. And at least we are not so bad. About 25% of those who are full-time employees are hooked to the internet.
What was intended as a way of providing greater access to education and various learning tools has become cause for concern.
We are destroying our future, the children, and it means that the quality of education that they ought to be receiving, they are not receiving. Because think about it, if you are addicted to the internet, how are you concentrating on school as you ought to? Because half of your mind is towards internet. The other half is dealing with other things, including school. So we're not getting the best of our children who are attending school. The quality of education that they ought to be receiving is far less than they are receiving, because half of their mind is on internet activities.
Sadly, he says, even if students or younger children were to be sent outside and their devices taken away, there'd be few to none outside to play with. Dr. Bourne explains this is not unique to Jamaica.
We are at a stage where we are heading towards a pandemic. It's an epidemic in Jamaica, but it's also a pandemic because it also happens in many other places. 35% of Americans are addicted to the internet. 30% of Jamaicans. That tells you something, that we are no far off. In Bangladesh, it's 27.1%. We're no far off. We're almost at the same place in terms of this drug called the internet.